Listen, Mark, America has the most amount of cases in the world. The numbers are continuing to go up, and small household gatherings are a big part of that increase. So how do we have a safe but fun Thanksgiving? Well, I'll show you how.
Before we go over things to be mindful of, let's first talk about what's not changing.
First and foremost, we can still have a good meal. Nothing's changing there. I need the turkey, the mashed potatoes, the apple cider, the stuffing. Wait, do you say stuffing or dressing? Either way, nothing's changing here. All right, now let's talk about things to consider. You can still eat with your immediate family. Do you say pecan or pecan?
For anyone else showing up, the CDC recommends you consider several factors, including the community COVID-19 levels, where you're gathering, and where people are traveling from. If more than one household is gathering, the CDC encourages families to bring food and drinks for members of their family only, and avoid potluck-style gathering.
Instead, have a single mask-wearing person serve the food to keep from multiple people having to touch the serving utensils. If possible, consider an outdoor Thanksgiving, as this poses less of a threat than an indoor one. Hosts should also discourage guests from singing or shouting. It's Puh-Cahn!
It's also a good idea to get tested beforehand. If you're positive, awaiting results, have symptoms, are at an increased risk of severe illness, or if you might have been exposed within the last 14 days, it's better to have your Thanksgiving over video. It's not as intimate, but your family will thank you.
Fortunately, all my friends have left me, but bottom line, Mark, is you want to make sure you are still practicing social distancing and at the same time limiting the amount of people that show up to your home. And all of these tips, Mark, go before, during, and after the meal. You know, Mark, while you're watching all that football on Boston 25
exactly
after Thanksgiving meal.
It's a tradition. Well, we don't know exactly what the weather will hold for us on Thanksgiving yet, Wale. So if it's impossible to be outdoors, are there any tips for when you have several people indoors?
Yeah, I got three things for you, Mark. Number one, you'll want to arrange the furniture as best as possible to facilitate social distancing. Number two, you want to be in a ventilated area if you're inside. If possible, maybe open the windows. And number three, limit the amount of things that multiple people have to touch. I mentioned the spoons or the utensils. Also, if you have a touchless trash can, if you can use disposable dishes, those are all good tips for Thanksgiving.
Bottom line, err on the side of caution. Wale, thanks.
Absolutely.